way back, between like 2000 and 2007, your life was different from what it is now. Can you tell us what life was like then and what was going on?
Yes, it was very, very different. I had already started using drugs and drinking heavily. But when I found out I was pregnant for my son, I did stop everything. And I tried my very best to stay away and disconnect from the people and the crowd that I was involved in, which I was pretty successful at for a couple, probably about a year and a half. Like, I gave birth to my son, I was sober. But probably right before my son turned 1, which was about 2001, I started using again. But I started using again, like trying to keep it together, like trying to go to work and using, hiding it from people, that kind of stuff. But that only lasted a very short time, probably a couple months of that. My addiction progressed really quickly, to the point where just a couple years later, 2004, I gave birth to my daughter, but by then I was a full-blown drug addict. I was living on the streets. I still continued to consume. I didn't know how to stop. It was, addiction, the way that I remember it. I remember the beginning of the parties and the fun and the sort of rush that it gave you, all that stuff. But I remember those last years, when I was, in a tent somewhere or in a van somewhere. I'd say, this is going to be the last time.
Yeah.
This is going to be the last time. But I didn't know how to stop. The streets break you. The lifestyle breaks you.
Yeah.
The experiences break you. But they also create a certain heart in us.
Yeah.
That now that I've surrendered my life to God, I can see His hand. You see the way that God, is at work through it all.
Kind of opens you up.
Right, yeah, especially, as we continue our story, I know and I see the way God, He just was always there.
Yeah. Even though you didn't know it at the time.
And I didn't even know Him.